The Punisher, developed by Volition Interactive and published in 2005 by THQ, is one of the most controversial comic book games ever developed, and one of the most brutal pieces of Marvel media ever produced. So brutal, in fact, that it was, and/or is, and/or would have been banned in several territories and had to be censored for its release. While the base game is considered abandonware and thus can't be purchased through legitimate means, Google The Punisher Abandonware for more information. I'll show you how to remaster this old classic using ReShade. Most of what we'll be using is entirely free. A comic book filter provided by Daodan, anti-aliasing, texture sharpening, and ambient occlusion provided by Marty's Mods. At the cost of an additional $5, we can purchase the Ray-Traced Global Illuminations RTGI graphics file from Pascal Glitier's Patreon and get a generational leap in shading. Disclaimer, there is a downside to running this version over the original, and it's that the HUD is now very tiny depending on your screen resolution. Thus, despite the game technically supporting all resolutions, it is not recommended to play beyond 2K, or 2560 by 1440p, with many main menu effects still being broken by this resolution and below, and many HUD elements being left tiny as a consequence. But the menus are not impossible to navigate, and while many would argue they are a vital component to the original experience, I wouldn't care that much. So, with the blood, guns, guts, painful execution methods to rid the streets from the crime and inhumanity which pollute it, come with me as I show you how to implant superior lighting and textures to immerse you into the streets of Hell's Kitchen and Marvel's The Punisher. Assuming you've got The Punisher installed, up and running, and without any problems, then the only thing we have to consider is whether you installed a version that already had the Gore Patch and the Widescreen Fix installed, or whether you still need to do that. If you still need to do that, then download these two files. You go over, where is the thing? You click here, manual download, that'll take you there. Over here, the Punisher Gore Patch, you can get that from the PC Gaming Wiki. Same thing, agree and download, Next, we're going to want to download and install the Direct3D 8 to 9 mod. All we do is we get this thing and we put it in our The Punisher folder. That is going to be very important for the ReShade mod, which we download here. You just go to the main site, click download, might as well go with full add-on support. You can drag that anywhere you want. I'm just going to put this in The Punisher folder because it's easy. Now you take the app, you go with pun.exe. Next. Yeah, that's what it's warning us about, but we already got the fix for that. Now, I would only recommend installing 2 of these from this list. The first one would be the ReShade shaders by Daodan. That'll give us the comic effects. We don't really need any of these other ones, but you can download them as you want. And then we're going to need the Immerse ones, which are down here. Immerse by Marty McFly. Just go ahead and get this entire packet. As for the add-ons, I recommend 2 of them, which are Shader Toggler by Otis and ReShade Effects Toggler. But other than that, you just finish that up, and boom, you have a functional ReShade version of The Punisher. But there's one more thing you can download if you really want to make the graphics pop with extra shading. That would be Pascal Glitier's RTGI mod. In order to access the Marty's Mods Ray-Traced Global Illuminations mod for ReShade, which can be used with almost any game, you will first have to subscribe to Pascal Glitier's $5 Patreon tier, then link your Patreon account with Discord in order to join the PG Hub Discord server, and download the latest version from the Downloads Level 1 channel. It's a one-time purchase tool to mod graphics of ReShade-compatible games that injects ray tracing into thousands of old titles. I am not associated with the PG Hub Discord server, and I do not in any way profit or make money from the distribution of Immerse Pro RTGI or any graphics enhancements related products. I'm just an enthusiast. If you did decide to subscribe to Pascal Glitier's Patreon and purchase the Immerse Pro RTGI shaders, just start by downloading the latest version. And you're just going to want to keep that file, because it's good to have. Just keep that on your PC and use it in the future if you want to use ReShade with some more modern games. But for this older title, we're going to go ahead and download Immerse Pro 2305. as you do. Copy the contents, go to the Punisher folder, go to ReShade Shaders, and just paste those files in there. And voila, you have RTGI. That is compatible with the Punisher. Now, the first time you're going to try to get this game up and running, you're going to get a notification like this. Just go ahead and ignore it. Click it twice, and it'll run. And I haven't encountered any problems with it, so it doesn't mean anything. Now, when you're actually in the game, you're going to notice your menu is really tiny. I mean, depending on if you have it by 1080p, 1440p, or 4K. I really wouldn't recommend 4K, but at 1440p it seems to be fine. Alright, so now that we're actually in, we can get to the meat and potato of things. First, you're going to press the home key on your keyboard. It's going to open up this thing. Go ahead and skip the tutorial. It's nothing important right now. Then you're going to want to type in the search bar immerse and activate the launch pad, drag it all the way to the top. We're also going to want RTGI, drag that to the top, MXAO, drag that to the top, and anti-aliasing and sharpen. So just make sure these are above the rest. When you're at this scene, press active to top, and it should be in this order. One more we're going to want is go to the search bar again, type in comic, and you have this. So that's pretty much what we're going to start off with. Now we're going to go to the Immerse Pro RTGI section here, and for ray length, under the variables, we're just going to set this to 13. Amount of rays, we're going to leave it 4. Amount of steps per ray, we're going to up to 25. For Z thickness, we're going to set it to 0.16. Another variable worth adjusting would be the fade out range. It starts you off at 0.3, but I recommend 0.9. Just because that makes the, it just extends the length of where the ray tracing is going to be happening. And there you go. That should do it. For RTGI, we should set a hotkey, 7, MXAO, another hotkey, anti-aliasing, another hotkey, sharpen, another hotkey, and comic, another hotkey. I set all of these to 7. The only one you don't want a hotkey for is the launch pad. That you leave as is. And boom, you have extra shading that makes this look more comic-like and modern. I think it's a really nice little addition to this. The textures are also a little bit more clear. There's shading where it just wasn't before, and the colors just blend in with each other a lot nicer. So yeah, that's about it. That's how you remaster the Punisher for PC.
Hey, babe, what you doing? Come on.
If you feel like this video gave you access to a modernized version of the Punisher, then I would really appreciate it if you could drop a like on this video and subscribe to my channel. It costs you nothing, helps the channel out tremendously, and encourages me to make more quick, easy, and painless video game remaster and reshade tutorials. If you have any questions or need help troubleshooting, hit me up in the comments below and I'll reply if and as soon as me or a member of the community have found a solution. Thank you for watching, and I hope this video was able to save you countless hours that can now go towards something more productive. I'm MF Trisky, and I wish you a pleasant day.